Hi there, welcome to Fab Trends by Mia. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, as you can see from the title, today's video, it's a tag video. Let's get this done, get it out of the way. I was tagged by Sara, and you know what? I feel so bad it's taken me this long to get to do this video because she did ask me before she tagged me, so I'm sorry, but here we are. Anyway, so this is a tag for red bottles, so let's paint the town red. What's on the list? Let's get into this. Stay tuned. Right, so opening this show is a appropriately named fragrance, and this is a fragrance from Arabian Woods, and this is Secret Red, and this is from a collection of fragrances. So you've got a green one, you've got a blue one, and a white one. So we've got Secret Red, and this fragrance, I haven't worn it for a while actually. I don't know, it was sitting at the back and really I haven't gotten to it, but it's basically a musky vanilla rose fragrance, and that's what's majorly what this fragrance is about. Yes, it's musky, it's rosy, it's vanilla, and yes, it's essentially a rose fragrance, but a lovely fragrance. And if you enjoy kind of oriental fragrances, this is just a nice easy fragrance. I mean, it's not like a groundbreaking fragrance or anything, but it's easy enough. I imagine that people that like rose fragrances would enjoy this. So this is one of the lovely roses in my collection. So Secret Red from Arabian Oud. Right, moving on. So these fragrances are in absolute no particular order, but obviously I'm starting with the ones that I sort of don't wear. Some of these I'm being honest, I don't wear them as much, and some of them I think since I bought them maybe it had sat at the back, and some I've given them to my daughters. So this is a free-for-all kind of list. So moving along, we have Dot from Marc Jacobs. I don't know if this should be here, but then it's red and it's got a bit of black. Obviously that's a ladybug, you've got some pale detail on there. So Dot, and this again is not a fragrance that's in my collection because it's a wow fragrance or because it's a stunning groundbreaking fragrance. This again is a very easy, it's a fruity, yes, this is a lovely fruity fragrance that my kids enjoy again. And this is, I don't wear this fragrance as much as I would love to, if I'm being honest. I think it's one of those I just want it to kind of remain as it is. I don't wear it enough, but it's a lovely fruity fragrance. If you love fruits, it's very effervescent as well. Yes, very effervescent. This is lovely for the summer, definitely a summer fragrance. And obviously I would say the Secret Rose would Secret Red would have to be a winter fragrance for me, but this is a lovely fruity. You have some raspberries in there. It's got some pear as well, that freshness as well. Like I can almost smell a peach in here. I'm not sure if there is peach in here, but it's a lovely floral fragrance with a bit of as well. There's some, obviously there's some floral notes as well as fruits, but it's the fruits for me that more dominates. But you do get lovely in the heart. There's some jasmine there. It's just, it is lovely, lovely, easygoing. It's one of those fragrances you wear not because oh my gosh it's a wow fragrance, but it's easy enough. It's very easy on the nose, and it's one of those that it will generally be liked. It's one of the fragrances that if you are wearing it, people are not going to be bothered like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? I don't think so. It's just nice enough. It's there, that's it. Right, Dot by Marc Jacobs. So I thought it should be in the list, seeing as we've got some red going on there. So yes, moving along, Right, moving along, we come to this fragrance from Michael Kors, and this is the only fragrance I have from Michael Kors. So this is Sexy Ruby. Sexy Ruby, I mean, to be honest, even though it's saying Sexy Ruby, I've got more sensual fragrances in my collection than this. Yeah, it is. Again, this is another fragrance, and I think I got this at a bargain price, and I only literally bought it because it was that cheap. I was like, oh, why is it? Okay. Had lovely box and everything, and came with, I think it was a gift set. So, and I think I gave one of the, it had a little spray atomizer, which I gave away. I think it was a 10 ml or something, but it's not like a wow fragrance. Again, it's easy enough, and you know what, the way this fragrance is blended, I can't even really tell you that I'm picking up this, I'm picking up this. It's just like a mixture of, to me it smells like it's just a mixture of synthetic notes put together, which I had to describe. That's what I would say, but it's not a wow fragrance. And if I'm being honest, someone asks me, you want to buy a fragrance, like go out to buy essential fragrance and it's supposed to be packed with some fruits and stuff like that, I honestly do not get that. It is not deep enough for my liking. Other people would like this, but if you want just something nice, chilled, calm, yeah, this would do a job. But seeing as we are talking about red fragrances, it's here. We are painting the town red. Sexy Ruby by Michael Kors. Right, and I mean, the packaging is nice enough, jeez, but I don't know what's in that. Anyway, moving on, we come to this fragrance. This is Passione. Passione, so say yes to passion. I'm up for passion, but will this get... I think a lot of people are familiar with this fragrance. Probably a lot of you watching are familiar with this one. Just to refresh the nose, because again, I haven't worn this one for ages. Yes, this is nice, and the idea for this fragrance is lipstick. A red lipstick, as you can see from the color of the fragrance. Lovely packaging, I must say. I think I've got minis of this, the original, because this is a Franca of the Sea, the Armani Sea. I think quite known and loved fragrance. Yes, this is better. We are kind of improving fragrance wise. This is nice. This is quite almost bright. It's almost like a bright, yes, bright, sensual. This is nice. This is one of those like, okay, we can do this. I can wear this. C'est Passion. So in this one, the listed notes, you do have some, there's some blackcurrant, there's blackcurrant liqueur, you've got some pear, there's also some rose de mai, and there's some jasmine. So this is a rose fragrance, and we've got some rose. But to be honest, it's your... I'm not sure if the problem is that it is quite lots of synthetics in this fragrance, but compared to some of the fragrances in my collection, it's not deep enough. It's not characteristic enough for my liking. I think at this point in my collection, with all the fragrances I have more richer, more dense, more fragrances which have just that which have that more oomph, and I don't get this in these. I mean, no shade to people that love this. You love what you love, that's fine, but I'm just saying, yes, to me this fragrance, it's okay. It's okay. And if I'm being honest, these fragrances I'm showing you right now, I have not paid the full price for either of them, for any of them, because I wouldn't, to be honest, go and spend £70 to buy this, because I feel like it's not bringing enough to the table. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I think at this point in my collection, the competition is very stiff. So you have to be really something wow. Anyway, moving on. we come to this fragrance, right? And this is D&G the one. So this is supposed to be a limited edition, and this is obviously a franca of the original D&G. I've got the original. I've got I've got the original and in the mini now. Yes, so we've got that, and that's the franca obviously. And look at that. This is one I've worn quite a bit. I'm halfway through the bottle, and you know why? This is a fragrance I've found it's nice enough. It brings something to the table, even though it's not like it brings a lot, but it does bring something to the table. It's lovely, it's fresh, it's just a bit sensual, and I find it quite nice to just, if I'm walking out of the house, I'm going on a school run for example, and I'm going to be coming back home, it's enough for me to just spray this one and go. It is nice enough. Yes, this one is nicer. This is nicer. So if I was choosing, oh, this is nice actually. Lovely floral, fresh, just a bit of fruits. This is nice. This we love. This, yes, we are up for this. This one, yes, definitely. And especially if you don't wear like niche fragrances, this will wow you probably, you know. And but like I said, competition in my collection is quite stiff, but we are painting the town red. So D&G, this I find like it's a nice as a everyday fragrance. Even I would wear this. This is one I would wear throughout the year as well. This one I would wear absolutely throughout the year. It's nice enough. And it's meant to be a coffee fragrance, but I will be honest with you, I do not pick up that much coffee from this fragrance. For me, this is more the freesia, the rose, and other notes going on, some florals. So in the listed notes with this one, you do get some freesia. There's a freesia accord, a blackberry accord, and as well there's a pear accord, and I think it's that pear that brings a lovely freshness as well, and obviously the freesia. Then you do get some violet accord, there's a coffee and rose, you do get some tonka bean, there's patchouli, amber, and woody notes. Now I'll be honest with you, I don't pick out any woods in this fragrance either, but there is, in the dry down you do get hints of the amber, but it's essentially just beautiful light rose to my nose. Yes, light rose is what I would say, but it's lovely enough. I love it. I like it. I don't know, do I love it? I mean, I've worn this much of it, so I must do. And I think there was a time I was reaching for this, which every single day I'm going out on a school run. Obviously we are not going to school anymore, so it's resting for now. D&G, the only one too. Right, moving on. And next up, this is where things kind of start to get very interesting. So moving along, we come to this one. This is Sara. Yes, Guerlain's Sara. This is a lovely, this is a lovely oriental floral. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. This is one of my favorite fragrances actually from Guerlain. Like, this is kind of a mature scent as well. It's a mature scent, and it's just a nice, it's got quite a character to it, and you do get notes of some rose, there's narcissus, you do get jasmine, there's ylang ylang in there as well, and there's that iris, sandalwood, and some tonka bean and vanilla. Just a gorgeous fragrance. This is elixir for women who have found harmony and balance conveyed through compositions. Sara, elixir of seduction. This is one of the fragrances as well when iris and sandalwood was used in perfumery, because before they were always used like for religious purposes, but this time Guerlain used sandalwood for the first time in a fragrance, and it was like wow at that time. But now sandalwood is used all the time in fragrances, but at the time it was used, it was like groundbreaking, like first time this is being done. So Samsara is iconic, and I'm glad I have this one. It's a lovely fragrance. It's not a fragrance I would advise like go out and buy it. It's kind of fragrance I feel like you have to try it first, see if you like it, because like I said, it's got a mature tone to it. So if you are kind of in the younger generation, and I know there are people on my channel, because analytics do tell me this, who are kind of in their 20s, and you know, you want to sample it first before you buy. But I'm safe to have this because you know. Right, moving along, we come to this one. So this is Dior Hypnotic Poison. Dior Hypnotic Poison, and this is a lovely fragrance, fairly newer-ish to the collection, but let's go here where we don't have anything. Right, this is lovely, lovely powdery vanilla. It's a bit sensual. It's just a nice, easy, relaxing fragrance. I like to wear this one to bed as well because it's just lovely. Who doesn't love vanilla? It's so sensual, powdery. Yes, please. This could get you laid. Yes, that's what we're talking about. But yes, a lovely, gorgeous fragrance. Hypnotic Poison. Wow. This is lovely, sensual, musky, vanilla, like I said, a bit powdery as well. So nice. And this is very feminine. Some of these on here men could pull off, but some of these are literally like very feminine, like this one. This is rather very feminine. I would say definitely more feminine than masculine. But hey, any confident man can pull off anything, right? Of course. Who should tell you who should wear what fragrance? Wear what you like, wear what you love. Moving along, we come to this fragrance. Yes, should this be here? Is this red? I mean, it does, it's not completely red, I can see that, but it's kind of a shade of a red. So this is Magnetism, the tallest bottle in my collection. Magnetism, oh my gosh, this is so sensual. I love this. Yes, and I've said about this fragrance before. Gorgeous scent memory with this one. This is one of the fragrances that was involved in my wedding day. Yes, so this fragrance forever cherished. I have good memories wearing this. I love it, and it's just lovely, rosy, sensual. This is the fragrance as well, which has some of the most listed notes like in my entire collection. There's more than 20 notes listed on this one. It's crazy, but if you care to know, I would tell you. So in the listed notes with this one, there's some blackcurrant, there's some blackcurrant leaves, there's some lychee, you've got melon, there's pineapple, there's some berries as well, red berries. You do get an almond blossom, basil, there's cumin, you get lily of the valley, jasmine, iris, there's some magnolia, there's some rose. Oh my goodness me, we do get amber, we do get benzoin, we do get caramel, we get coconut, we get musk, patchouli, sandalwood, vanilla, vetiver. I don't know what note is not in here, Sivette. Yes, but so much going on, and all in all, this blends into a lovely, gorgeous, beautiful, sensual fragrance that's just, oh, so comforting, so lovely, so wow. Yes, this one, it's a gorgeous fragrance. I don't know why people don't talk about this fragrance. I think because maybe you can't find it on the high street, maybe that's why. But if you look on these fragrance websites and stuff like that, you can still find this. So Magnetism by Escada, gorgeous fragrance. Right, moving on, we come to this fragrance. This fragrance is one of my favorite bottles in my collection, and because we are showing off bottles, how about her? Her Majesty, isn't she a beauty? Beautiful. Yes, this is Good Girl Velvet Fatale. Yes, Velvet Fatale. Ooh, lovely. That velvet is so smooth. It's stunning. And if you are familiar with the Good Girl Good Girl fragrance, then this doesn't go, it's similar to the original fragrance, but yes, lovely. This should be more heightened sensuality. Yes, so heightened sensuality. This is gorgeous, this is stunning, this is, yes, very, and it's a bit mature, like quite a grown-up sexy fragrance. I love this one, but I don't like to spray this much because I would like to keep my bottle intact, but it's a shame because I can't see how much I've used, and one day I may come to spray and it's completely gone. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But Good Girl Fatale, oh my goodness me. And in this one again, you have, I think a lot of you are familiar with the original one, so you do still get that coffee, you still get that cocoa, you get that almond, it's still there, but we do lose the pepper, the black pepper in this one. So we have sandalwood, there's tuberose, iris and jasmine. Can you see it, why this comes off quite sensual, that iris and jasmine, gorgeous notes. And then you've got in the base some vanilla, some tonka bean. It's just a glorious composition. This is nice, this is nice, I like it. Christian Louboutin Ruby Rouge, a lovely gorgeous vanilla. It's almost spicy, but not like spicy, but it's a lovely vanilla. It's not your gourmand vanilla, like sweet vanilla, it's not. It's quite well balanced, and as well there's only 3 listed notes in this one, so you get some cardamom, there's iris and vanilla, but beautifully blended. And I'm sure there's more notes to this one, like I said, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, stunning. It smells very luxurious. It's a bit powdery, but not like overly powdery, ever so slightly powdery, but that cardamom and that iris with the vanilla just balances beautifully, and the vanilla does dominate like quite prominently, so even the cardamom, but the cardamom gives it that lovely, almost fresh-ish, the cardamom gives it a lovely kind of fresh spice, if that makes sense, but it's not like in your face spicy, but just ever so generously done to the point where it's not so spicy and it's not so sweet, so it balances out quite evenly, and I'm glad I bought this. But the question is, would I pay 200 plus for this vanilla? I'll be honest, there are fragrances on the market which you could get for with better projection, with better performance, but then is it all the time I want a beast mode fragrance? No, absolutely not. I want to go to bed smelling nice, sensual, gorgeous, just lovely, you know, and this does that, and this was a present, so I love you, boo. So yes, Ruby Rouge from Louboutin, and a gorgeous vanilla, gorgeous. The only downside to this, like I said, is performance. It lasts for me, I think, maybe 6 hours, but then 6 hours is not bad. I mean, if you are the kind of person that takes decants with them, take a decant with you if you are going out. You feel it's dying down, spray some more. Why not? It's your fragrance, do what you like with it. But I'm pleased to have this one in my collection, and yes, I'm looking forward to picking up more from the collection. Right, that was that. We are very nearly to the end of our list. Moving on, we come to this fragrance. Now, this fragrance, I am sure that a lot of you watching are so very familiar with. Yes, this is Maison Francis Kurkdjian. So Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Baccarat Rouge 540, and this is the extrait. OMG, I mean, I'm not gonna spray it. You guys, you know why. Those who follow me, you know why. But this is a gorgeous fragrance. Gorgeous fragrance, lovely, sweet. If you like sweet, ambery fragrances, oh my gosh, this is gonna wow you. This is one of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection, like without a question. This fragrance, like performance, sillage, even projection, this fragrance is gonna be hugging you 2 days on after you wear it. I'm not even kidding. Just be be not too generous with that sprayer, because this fragrance is a beast, like really a beast, but a lovely beast at that. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is, I think this is one of the most iconic fragrances, especially from last decade, I must say. So in the notes with this one, you do get some saffron. There's as well some Moroccan bitter almond. You do get jasmine grandiflorium. You do get some cedarwood. There's some musk. You get some rose. There's some ambergris accord as well, and it's that ambergris that just, oh wow. But it's a lovely fragrance, gorgeous, amazing performance, like I said. And this fragrance really, it's one of the fragrances, every time you wear it, until you've washed, it's not going to go away. And on your clothes, leave it a week, come back, it will still be there. Like, I'm not even joking. It's a lovely, jammy, tutty sweetness, but I love it. I love it. Like, this fragrance has literally become iconic. We are seeing so many colognes. I mean, moving on, last one on the list. I saved the best for last. What do we have? I think some of you have already guessed what's on here, because if you haven't seen it on the list, then you know it will be at number one. Anyway, it was in no particular order, but last on the list is this beauty. Yes, Chanel number 5 red. Yes. Hello, that Baccarat bottle, isn't she stunning? Yes, this is a limited edition, and I believe this is now sold out, so I cherish this bottle. So this is classic number 5. I mean, who doesn't know number 5? Everybody. I think everybody. I mean, even my kids know number 5. You spray number 5, you walk out, the kids are, oh, mommy, you're wearing Chanel number 5. Yes, everybody knows Chanel number 5. Your mom probably wore Chanel number 5. You wear number 5, or, you know, grandma wore number 5. We know Chanel from each living generation. Like, if you didn't, your mom did, or her mom did. So, Chanel number 5. And this is a fragrance men should not be put off with. This is a fragrance that men can easily wear, and this is supposed to be the same as the original fragrance, just in the special bottle. So I won't tell you if there's any difference or not, but we know that number 5 is a floral aldehyde bomb. Like, richly, you have so much aldehydes in here. This is iconic. This fragrance is almost 100 years old, so that's how, and it's been relevant like throughout the ages, yes. You've got bergamot, lemon, there's some nerori, ylang ylang, there's some jasmine, rose, lily of the valley, there's iris, you do have vetiver, there's sandalwood, vanilla, there's amber, patchouli. What's not in there? They really packed a punch, and this is one of the most successful fragrances of all time. Yes, if not the most successful fragrance of all time. This is number 5, and number 5 in red. Yes, number 5 in red. So Chanel number 5 in red. Right, that concludes our list of fragrances, red bottles. So yes, we painted the town quite red, did we not? So these are designers, and you know, I think you noticed a lot of these fragrances happen to be designers. I think maybe designers are always going for these themes. Maybe they release fragrances for Christmas. This was released for Christmas, and this was as well released just in time for Christmas. So maybe that's what it is, or Valentine's or stuff like that, because I don't have many fragrances in my niche collection that are red, so that's why you haven't seen much of them here. So I hope we did paint the town red enough. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you soon. Don't forget to check out other tag videos. I'll link them here, so do check this one out. I shall see you very soon. Do take care. Thank you for being here at Fab Trends by Mia. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.